I'm going to throw out a restaurant, kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
St. Louis Cardinals, one of the cleanest jerseys in the game. I've always felt that way. And, the birds on the bat, just an iconic logo. I mean, look how rich that yellowish gold is in the bat. All the stitching with the birds. I've just always thought it's one of the best looks in the game. 35 is the number I wore in my Major League debut. I actually think this might be the jersey from my Major League debut. So that was 2010, May 29th.
It's a quick turnaround thanks to the game.
He was really out of pitches, and I had to go get him.
Obviously, it's something that probably every young pitcher has to go through at some point. The way the game kind of speeds up a little bit, and they have to learn how to deal with those moments where they can't find a strike or they can't make the pitch that they're trying to make.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's all part of experience. It's all part of the repetition of this business. And you're right, you got to figure out how to slow the game down, keep your thoughts, keep your poise, keep your composure, and just stay after it and keep pitching.
All right, you do have to go dip into the bullpen pretty deep, but you got some nice performances there. Taijuan Walker and Seth Johnson really helped you stay in that game, give you a chance to come back for the comeback. I wanted to ask you about Seth in particular. He looked pretty sharp today.
Yeah, he was really good, Ever since the last time we had him, he's thrown strikes, and the fastball's electric. It's 98 to 100, and the curveball he's landing now. It's really sharp. It's got a lot of bottom to it. He's really opening my eyes, and I have a lot of confidence in him.
I was going to say, safe to assume that from the last couple of times you've seen him, he's a little more intriguing now.
Yeah, he really is, and it was all about really just powering the ball through the zone, and he's doing that right now. If he does that, he's going to get a lot of people out.
All right, Game 2 coming up tonight, still with a chance to win the series if you get the doubleheader split. And no Bryce Harper in the lineup tonight. Why is that?
Yeah, I just don't want to take a chance. You heat him up, and then he cools off, and now you got to heat him up again. I'd just rather give him the day, and it gives him 2 days with the off day tomorrow, and then we get back after it. But he's feeling fine. Grip strength was good. I just don't want to take a chance.
You guys got the chance there in the ninth inning. Obviously, a real tense moment there for Brandon Marsh, waiting out the replay review. But that's I'm sure he's standing there in the third base line thinking, that's a mistake I just can't make.
Yeah, he knew right away, and he just assumed that center fielder was going to flip the ball into second base and keep the tying run out of scoring position. But you can't assume anything in that situation because you're the last out of the game. He's got to make sure that that's exactly what the center fielder is going to do, and he knew right away. But I love the fight in our guys. They kept battling back. Our bullpen did a great job to hold them at bay, and we just kept.
From about 1905 to 1925 or so, teams actually issued cardigans as part of their team uniform. In that era, knitwear was actually having a heyday in sports. Think of ski sweaters or Argyle sweater vests on the Gulf Green. And baseball decided to jump on the bandwagon and create cardigans.
That's my security right there. That's the bad one, Roscoe Pico train.
Major League Baseball wanted to start doing something with the players and their dogs.
Which one's the dog?
I was undecided on whether to do a dog card or not, but my wife pushed me in the back and she wanted the famous dog, so she told me to do it.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
And not an injury situation, but Bryce Harper recently back into the lineup, not in the lineup tonight after playing in the first game, but certainly will be on the bench, and I would imagine would be available to Rob Thompson late in this game if needed. All right, Phillies looking to win a series, so as we like to say, let's finish this day out on a positive note, get the win in this final game of this three-game series. With that, we'll put a wrap on Phillies on Deck, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. It's Scott Fransky, Larry Anderson standing by with the call of tonight's game. Our thanks to our engineer here in the booth, it's Tom Kelly, Dan Wilson back at our studios, and our production assistant, Seth Fisher. I'm Greg Murphy saying thanks for listening. Phillies and Padres coming your way next right here on the Phillies Radio Network.
Swung on, hit deep, right field, and the Phillies are going to lead it. You've been listening to Phillies on Deck, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. It's deep, and it is gone! Yes! Don't forget to stay tuned after the game for Phillies playback. The Phillies pile out of the dugout as they celebrate a win. Join Scott, L.A. and Stock as they call all the action, and your Phillies defend their National League East title right here on the home of the Phillies, the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey sports station.
Harper swings it deep. It's gone. There's one goal. Blasts one over the bullpen. For your 2024 National League East champions. A grand slam. To bring the World Series trophy home. This is Phillies baseball on Sports Radio 94 WIP. Brought to you by Citizens, official bank of the Phillies. Xfinity. Stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Nemours Children's Health, the official children's hospital of the Philadelphia Phillies. CP Rankin Roofing Experts. CPR will breathe life back into your roof. Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Hatfield Quality Meats, the official pork provider of the Philadelphia Phillies. Philadelphia area Chevy dealers. Visit Chevrolet.com. Tasty Cake. PGW. Fueling the future. Temple Health and Fox Chase Cancer Center. Official partners of the Phillies. SEPTA. SEPTA is the Philly way to go. Flight by Yingling. The next generation of light beer. Philadelphia.
You know, in Boston, every now and then, you'll do those throwback days where you bring out the big baggy jerseys, and the baggier, the better. When I broke into the league, everybody was wearing really baggy pants, and then as the years go along, I started wearing these skinny, mini, tight pants that looked like they were painted on. So by the time I was with Boston, I really wanted to wear the baggier, the better. We just wanted to be flying around in the outfield there, having a good time.
That's my security right there. That's the bad one, Roscoe Pico train.
Major League Baseball wanted to start doing something with the players and their dogs.
Which one's the dog?
I was undecided on whether to do a dog card or not, but my wife pushed me in the back and she wanted the famous dog, so she told me to do it.
Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX voted most trusted real estate agency brand by American shoppers based on the 2024 BrainSpark American Trust Study. Each office independently owned and operated.
Don't miss out on a hot ticket. The Nelly post-game concert presented by Jim Beam is on Tuesday, July 22nd after the Phillies host the Red Sox at 6:45. Secure seats and field passes today at phillies.com/theme nights.
Stay tuned for the start of the game coming up next. And brought to you by Lissio's Bakery, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Lissio's Bakery, it all starts with the bread. And Phillies baseball, well, that starts now.
Summer is here. Don't make a rookie move. Make the MVP flex and fire up that grill with summer essentials like hot dogs, sausages, and meats from my friends at Dietz & Watson. Dietz & Watson cheeses and condiments are also the perfect addition to your burgers. Don't forget about their protein-packed Dietz Nuts meat snacks. There's something for everyone in the family. Head to DietzandWatson.com to find a local retailer near you and summer grilling recipes. Dietz & Watson, premium meats and artisan cheeses since 1939.
Hackers suck. So does juggling multiple apps to run your business. Meet Trust UC from Telesystem, an AI-powered voice, video, and messaging platform with built-in cybersecurity awareness training. Visit hackersuck.com to learn more.
Kids 14 and under are sure to be the coolest on the beach with the Philadelphia Water Ice Fanatic Beach Towel. Get yours on Sunday, July 6th at 1:35 when the Phillies play the Reds. Order tickets now at phillies.com.
The Phillies play here. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Xfinity. Stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. For the San Diego Padres and manager Mike Schilt, it'll be Fernando Tatis Jr. in right field leading it off. Batting second, the center fielder is Jackson Merrill. Manny Machado, the designated hitter for the nightcap. He'll bat third, and batting cleanup at first base, it's Luis Arraez. Xander Bogaerts, the shortstop. He'll bat fifth. Gavin Sheets drops down a spot. He'll play left field and bat sixth. Batting seventh, OMG, it's Jose Iglesias, the former Met, at third base, batting seventh. Batting eighth, the second baseman is Jake Cronenworth. And Martin Maldonado doing the catching. He'll bat ninth. So again, for the Padres, it's Tatis, Merrill, Machado, Arraez, Bogaerts, Sheets, Iglesias, Cronenworth, and Maldonado. And on the mound tonight for the Padres will be 29-year-old right-hander Dylan Cease. Here's the lineup for the Phillies and manager Rob Thompson. It'll be Trey Turner leading it off again. He's the shortstop. Batting second in left field, Kyle Schwarber. Alec Boehm starts at third base. He'll bat third, and batting cleanup, the right fielder is Nick Castellanos. Castellanos, the designated hitter. Max Kepler is in right field. Kepler bats fifth. Batting sixth at first base, Otto Kemp. Bryson Stott plays second base. He'll bat seventh. Batting eighth, the catcher is Rafael Marchand. And in center, it'll be Brandon Marsh batting ninth. We'll figure it out. Turner, Schwarber, Boehm, Castellanos, Kepler, Kemp, Stott, Marchand, and Marsh. And with another dynamite starting pitcher scouting report, here's Larry Anderson.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Right. Let's see if I can top that.
For the other 9 innings, here's Larry Anderson.
The SEPTA starting pitcher scouting report on Christopher Sanchez. He uses 3 pitches, but will throw his sinker. 49% has changed, 36%. I'm sorry, 44. I don't know.
We're doing great.
I didn't write it down real good, but anyway, he uses sinker has changed most, 36%. The total up about 80-something percent, 84%, 16% slider. So he averages averages just over 95 on his sinker. He needs to keep a sinker and a slider out of the middle of the zone. Use that in off the plate or in tight to right-handers to make that changeup way more effective. And that's brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA is a Philly way to go. That was easy for me to say.
Indeed. I think we're off to a great start.
Yeah, we are.
Hopefully we've left Game 1 in the rearview mirror, and Game 2 has better things to offer for the Phillies. Still a doubleheader to split and a series to win here tonight for the Phils.
We kind of walked around those first couple reads.
Sorry, we're going to lock it in from here on.
No more walks.
Christopher Sanchez, last time out, got no run support. That's been a bit of a recurring theme. The last few times he's gone to the mound, 2-1, a loss. 3-2, a win. He did not get a decision despite pitching 7 innings. 2-1, a win. That was his 8-inning performance against Miami. And his last time out, 6 innings, 1 run, no walks, 11 strikeouts, which was one shy of matching his career high. But again, no decision in a 2-1 loss. So the Phillies looking for some offense tonight to support their left-hander.
Just hope it doesn't throw him off getting a couple runs early.
Assuming we
get a couple early.
Fernando Tatis Jr. ready to lead things off. We've got some late-day shadows that may come into play a little bit. Shadows over the plate. The pitcher's mounting bright sunshine right now. First pitch on the way, and it's bounced to short. 2 big hops. Turner's got it. And again, Tatis doesn't.
He must have a bad leg.
He's got to have a bad wheel.
I mean, he has to. There's no other excuse.
He slipped, it looked like, a little bit coming out of the box on that one, but yeah.
Matters. He didn't slip that last time up in the first game.
Had a ball in the first inning, or in the late in the game, that did not run out at all. And here's Jackson Merrill, and he takes the first pitch in for a strike. Teams generally don't throw too many left-handed hitters at Christopher Sanchez, and for good reason. They're hitting only 177 against him. But the Padres have 4 of them in the lineup here tonight. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Merrill hits a bouncer to third. Bohm backs up, makes the play, spins around, and fires the first. 2 gone.
Well, you wonder about Schwarber in left field. Not a great defender out there, but with a guy like Sanchez on the mound, even though he's left-handed and figure that right-handers are going to pull more, he gets so many ground balls. It's actually a good time to have him out there. Nice play by Bohm, too. Quick reaction on that hop to his left.
Here's Manny Machado. Greeted warmly by the crowd here. The DH for the nightcap and the pitch. Machado swings and fouls it out of play, and they're coming out hacking here against Christopher Sanchez, who's 6-2 for the year, 2.79 earned run average. Owen won the count. And the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, center field, pretty deep. Going back is Marsh to the track, nearing the wall. He jumps, makes the catch, and kind of slips a little bit at the wall, and I think maybe just took a home run away. That had a real good chance of going over that short 6-foot-high wall in dead center. And Marsh brings it down. So a quick start for Sanchez. 1-2-3 go. The Padres will go to the bottom of the first. tickets at Phillies.com.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball, 94 WIP.
Trey Turner will lead off for the Phillies here in the bottom of the first. No score. First pitch on the way from Dylan Cease, and he misses with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Down and away to Turner. Batting .298 coming into this one. 11 homers, 39 runs batted in. And the pitch, it's taken. There's a strike called on the outside corner.
Shadow's kind of splitting the plate, like half of it's in the left of center and half of it's to the right of center between the pitcher's mound and the hitter.
Here's the 1-1, and Turner swings and lines one towards right center field. Coming over, Tatis makes the sliding catch in the late day sun. There's out number one. 84 degrees and quite a bit sunnier than it was earlier today as those clouds have finally parted and the lights are on. Bring up Kyle Schwarber, was the final out in the first game earlier today. Phillies got a run home in the ninth, but left the tying runs aboard as the pitch to Schwarber on the way, and he takes a called strike. 0-1 the count. A windup and Cease the pitch. Check swing. The pitch was up high. There's no swing, says the third base umpire, Jeremy Riggs. Roberto Ortiz calling the balls and strikes tonight. He's behind home plate. Crew chief Bill Miller at first, Chad Fairchild at second. Here's the 1-1 pitch from the right-hander, and it's very high. 2-1.
Is it really that hard to throw a pitch like below the letters? And even that's a high, it's not a strike at the letters, but.
Well, you're the pitcher. I don't know. Is it that hard?
No. But I didn't throw 98 either.
2-1. And a swing and a fly ball, right field. But he jammed him enough, and that'll stay in the ballpark. Tatis finding the sun. He'll make the catch. No sunglasses on out there for Tatis.
Shocker. Well, except the starting pitcher scouting report on Dylan Cease. The slider four-seam pitcher, 87% of the time, 47% sliders, 40% four-seamed at 97. We'll use some curveballs, 7%. Hasn't changed, but only versus left-handers and very few, and sinkers mainly to right-handers, but only 2% for each of those. That's brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA is the Philly way to go.
Alec Boehm, the batter, did not play in the first game today against Nick Pivetta. And the first pitch on the way to Boehm is a strike on the inside corner. Cease in his second year with San Diego. 29-year-old, was born in Milton, Georgia. The 0-1 pitch. And a swing and a ball popped in the air down the right field line. Going over is Tatis. He'll get there and make the catch. A busy man in the first. He makes all three putouts. Phillies go 1-2-3 in their half of the first. Quick start to game two. We'll go to the second. No score.
Injured on the job? Insurance companies will turn their backs on you.
I deserve better.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field. You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, someone that's just nailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
Live out your dream at Phillies Fantasy Camp from January 21st to the 25th. Take the field with Phillies legends for once-in-a-lifetime experiences at the Carpenter Complex in Clearwater, Florida. A lot of alumni are going to be there, including Mickey Morandini, the commissioner. Call 610-520-3400 for more info. I'm not going to read the whole photo of all the guys that are there.
Christopher Sanchez misses on the first pitch here to Luis Ariz.
Okay, Larry Boa, Jim Eisenreich, Milt Thompson, Mike Lieberthal, Juan Samuel, Aaron Rowan, Charlie Manuel, and the commissioner. But name the three that aren't going to be there.
Anybody
What three
else?
alumni?
Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that one's a fastball in for a strike. No score here in the second. Well done. You made some
people happy. They heard their names on the radio.
I'm sure they're listening. I have no doubt that Aaron Rowan is really excited right now.
He better be.
1-1 pitch. There's a bouncer towards second. 2 hops fielded by Stott. He'll throw to first, and Ariz is out number 1.
I'm going to try for another one. On the mound around the league, Huáscar Brazovan of the Mets. He's 3-2 with a 383. He goes against Milwaukee's Jacob Misiorowski, 3-0 with the 113 in the second game of their doubleheader. Sponsored by the New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism. Find your wow right now. Visit nj.org.
Xander Bogaerts, the batter, with 1 out. And the pitch to Bogaerts is in there for a called strike. He's
ready.
Had a good series, 4 hits. You have more? Well, get your own show. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. We're trying to do a baseball game here, Larry.
Got to take care of the people.
Quickly 0-2 on Xander Bogaerts. He's 4 for 7 in the 2 games. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. There's the power changeup, and there's strikeout number 1 on the night.
And it's a nasty one. The changeup, not the strikeout. Well, that was nasty too.
Here's Gavin Sheets. That Misiorowski's something else, huh?
Unreal. His first 2 starts, he threw 11 innings in his first 2 starts. He didn't allow a hit. Not a run, but not a hit.
He's up to 3 hits allowed now. 16 innings, 3 hits.
This guy's going to lose it.
Here's Gavin Sheets. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch to Sheets is down and away. He has walked 7, but 19 strikeouts as well. His FIP is 284, though, Larry. So,
fielding independent pitching.
Mm-hmm. 1 ball and no strikes, no score, second inning. And Sanchez with a pitch. That's inside.
That means what if you're not the fielding independent of pitching. So it's if they field well.
It's the pitching independent of fielding, I think. Yeah.
So PIF.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. And a swing and a bouncer right side. Kemp has it. And a throw on the run to Sanchez. Nice play on the receiving end as Christopher Sanchez over there to make the play at first base. Gets a little bit tangled up with Gavin Sheets. Sanchez hangs out a moment just to make sure Sheets is okay. He is, and the inning comes to a close. Another 1-2-3 inning for Sanchez. We'll go to the
All right, Ryan, PSA dove in. Do we have them graded?
We do. This is the first set of graded cards from the 2024 Topps MLB Network set.
I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
Now, they all have the same grade, or?
No.
So
Yes, sir.
one of us will be like the highest graded card.
Could be. There could be multiple. So first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Let's see what D-Rose. Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
FMC app for details.
It'll be a Reds, white, and blue holiday weekend at CBP when the Reds come to town on Friday, July 4th at 1:05, Saturday, July 5th at 4:05, and Sunday, July 6th at 1:35. Get tickets now at Phillies.com.
The home of the Phillies, 94 WIP.
Welcome back to the LA show. Nick Castellanos will lead off here in the bottom of the second. And the first pitch from Dylan Cease. Nick takes down and away for ball one. Want to know the count. Castellanos, Kepler, and Kemp. Nick DHing in this one. Phillies decided to not start Bryce Harper in game number 2. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Otherwise, he likely would have been the DH. But in talking with Rob Thompson in between games, he said, I just didn't want to risk anything. You get him loosened up, you get him heated up, he plays the game and cools down. Didn't want to have to do it again. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Foul over on the third base side so soon after coming back. And the other part of it is, in his mind, is not just the wrist. It's not just that, but it's being out there and standing all day and playing back-to-back games.
When you haven't done it in a while?
When you haven't done it in a while.
Makes sense.
Cease with the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And there's the slider from Dylan Cease. It's his first strikeout of the night. An area base runner to this point for either club. And here comes Max Kepler.
Well, the Orioles will head north to take on the Phillies for an interleague matchup on Monday, August 4th and Tuesday, August 5th, both at 6:45 and Wednesday, August 6th at 12:35. Secure tickets today at Phillies.com.
Here's Max Kepler, 206 hitter on the season. He swings and fouls this one off to our left. 9 homers, 28 runs batted in. Had a base hit earlier today, 1 for 7 in this series. Cease turns into his windup in his 0-1. And there's a fastball for a strike. Right-hander coming out of Georgia. In high school, was a 6th-round pick of the Chicago Cubs in 2014. The pitch. And that one is a little bit high. The Cubs sent him across town to the White Sox, along with a couple of minor leaguers as well as Eloy Jimenez, in exchange for Jose Quintana back in 2017, the 1-2 pitch. And that's down low. Cease, at that point, was still in the minors. He didn't debut until 2 years later, 2019 with the White Sox. The pitch. Kepler rips it into right. There's a base hit. And Max Kepler has the game's first hit tonight.
So there will be no for San Diego.
Kepler has seen a lot of Dylan Cease over the years, a lot of that a few years old when he was with the White Sox and Kepler with the Twins. But 25 at-bats, 6 hits, including 3 homers off it. So he's aboard. Here's Otto Kemp. Kemp, who has not played yet in the series. Cease delivers in the pitch. Kemp takes outside. A big day on Sunday in Atlanta. Big part of their win over Spencer Strider and the Braves. 246 average with a homer and 10 runs batted in. The shortstop Bogart's way over in the hole. He's in a step at double play depth. This Kemp takes the slider down and away. Kemp has, they talk about the kind of damage he did against lefties, certainly in the minors, and how he would play a lot against lefties in the big leagues now going forward, now that he doesn't have a regular starting spot with Harper back. The 2-0. Swung on, ripped into left center field. That's a base hit. Kepler turns second. He'll go to third. The throw by Sheets back into second base, and Otto Kemp with a single. And they're on the corners, and Bryson Stott coming up with 1 out.
Ringing single at that.
Well, Otto had the big double off of Spencer Strider. Interesting, he said after the game that he had faced, quote-unquote, faced Strider so often because they used to set the pitching machine to replicate Spencer Strider's stuff. He said, I got up there and I felt like I'd faced him 25 times.
Really? Wow.
Here's Bryson Stott, runners on the corners. And the Padres looking to turn 2 on the infield. First pitch is very high for ball 1.
I don't think I've seen any club with whether a second baseman or shortstop playing almost directly behind the bags to so many hitters like San Diego does. Whether
almost
it's
all of these
Cronenworth
left-handed hitters, yeah. Certainly do it with Schwarber. They do it here with Stott. Cease delivers at the pitch. Stott swings, pops it up. Left side of the infield, and waiting on it is Bogaerts. He'll make the catch.
I would venture to say that he has the most pop-ups to the left side of the field of anybody in baseball.
There's a good chance.
It just there's got to be something he's doing mechanically that just is allowing that or making that happen or letting it happen consistently.
Well, that'll bring up Rafael Marchand with 2 outs and 2 runners on here in a scoreless game. Marchand hitting just 189 on the season. And the first pitch on the way, swung on, fouled back. Boy, he had a rip at a high fastball, and he fouled it straight back. Pretty good swing there. Marchand has hit the ball better of late, and again, he's not playing very much at all. But in his last 13 games played, 267, 3 extra base hits in that time. 0-1 the count. Outfield pretty shallow against him. And the righty deals, and the pitch is up high.
I think part of it, too, for Marchand is maybe learning how to hit, use his at-bats as infrequent as they are. He's figuring out what he needs to do to stay a little sharper. Because to first start doing it, it's like, I don't know what to do.
1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. And that's a breaking ball. It's in for a strike. And not only that, he's got to worry about hitting from both sides of the plate as a switch hitter.
Right.
He's got to divide his attention, if you will, to both sides of the swing. Divide his attention or do double the work. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kemp leads at first. Cease delivers. The runner goes. The pitch is grounded just fair. Fielded at first by Arise, and he'll step on the bag. Nice play by Luis Arise at first base. And the Phillies turned away here in the second. No runs, couple of hits. 2 were left. And
that's not a fair ball.
That's a foul ball.
That's terrible.
Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply.
While everyone's listening to the ball game on the Phillies radio network, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, is hard at work rebuilding our infrastructure, whether it's transportation, water, or energy projects. ELEC and the operating engineers, 825, are ready to get to work building our bounce back.
Phillies baseball, Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Kids 14 and under are sure to be the coolest on the beach this summer with the Philadelphia Water Ice Fanatic Beach Towel. Get yours on Sunday, July 6th at 1:35 when the Reds come to Citizens Bank Park to take on the Phils. Visit Phillies.com to purchase tickets today.
Bottom third of the order for the Padres here in the 3rd inning. Jose Iglesias had a big year with the Mets last year. The pitch to him is a strike over the outside corner. Iglesias 3 for 6 with a homer and a double off of Sanchez. What a year he had. 337 the average with the Mets last season. 0-1 the count. Sanchez kicks and deals in the pitch. Swinging a high bouncer towards short. Charging Turner. Gloves it. Throws. He got him. There's one away.
Right.
Pretty remarkable. Christopher Sanchez back on April the 6th allowed 4 earned runs in his start. 5 2/3 innings, 4 earned runs to the Dodgers. That's the only time he's given up as many as 4 earned runs in a start this season.
Man.
Here's Jake Cronenworth. And the pitch. is down low. Last year, he began the year, his first 16 starts, he did not allow more than 4 earned runs in any single start. Here's the windup and the 1-0 pitch. It's fouled off. And to think that you could have that many starts to begin the year, 16 last year, 16 this year, and not have just a blow-up somewhere along the way is pretty remarkable.
It is remarkable.
In fact, if you go back as far as 1913, there's only one other Phillies pitcher who could stake that claim, the 1-1 pitch. Swing at a bouncing ball, right side of the infield. Kemp wide of the bag, he's got it. Underhand flip to Sanchez, who grabbed it barehanded. Snared it and stepped on the bag, and Cronenworth is out. In 1916 and 1917, Epa went the first 16 starts in both seasons without giving up more than 4 earned runs in any single start. Rixey.
Yeah.
You remember him.
The name rings a bell.
You learned a lot from him. Here's Martin Maldonado. And the pitch. Fastball strike called. How to find the ballpark on the road. How much to tip the bellman. He was a veteran leader for you, I know.
Yeah, he taught me a lot.
The 0-1. That's a strike call.
Can't remember the year. What year was it?
It's 16 or 17.
Yeah. Not 20.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't remember your debut. I wasn't
1916 or 1917.
Nothing in 2 on Maldonado. Sanchez delivers in the pitch. It's taken down low. One ball, 2 strikes. Maldonado batting just 180 on the season. And the pitch to him. Swung on, ground ball, deep short, backhand pick Turner. He plants, it's a long throw, he's got plenty of time, perfect strike to first. And it's a perfect start for Christopher Sanchez. 9 up and 9 down tonight here at Citizens Bank Park. Middle of the 3rd, no score.
Welcome to Dugout Radio.
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
So Rockies is really like where my major league career really took off. You know, it was a special time in my life, 7 years with the team. And this jersey in particular, 2018 postseason patch on it here. So I've always kept all these jerseys with the patch on them because that's what it's all about, is getting to the playoffs and trying to win the championship. You know, the black jersey with the cutoff, not a lot of teams rock the cutoff anymore, but this is a jersey we wore all the time in Colorado.
Making a big difference in the lives of youth baseball players in their communities through the Chevy Youth Baseball Program. The Phillies salute Bennett Chevrolet in Egg Harbor Township for their support of Egg Harbor Township baseball.
The Phillies play here. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Join us as we honor and celebrate 2008 World Series champion Jimmy Rollins and former Phillies GM Ed Wade on Toyota Phillies Wall of Fame. Night, Friday, August 1st at 6:45. Enjoy a special pregame ceremony as we bestow one of the organization's highest honors on these inductees. Purchase tickets today at Phillies.com.
Brandon Marsh leads off for the Phillies here in the home half of the third inning. No score. Dylan Cease into his windup, and the first pitch to Marsh is taken up and away for ball one. Phillies in their home white uniforms tonight after wearing the cream-colored unis for the day game. Pinstripes. Phillies in red across the chest with blue stars to dot the eyes. Here's the 1-0, and it's swung on, sliced foul out of play. Marsh did not start the first game, but came off the bench. Drove in a run with a pinch hit RBI single, and then nearly ended the game by trying to go first to third on a ball hit to the outfield. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, that's a strike. Initially, he was called out on what looked like a great diving catch and tag by Manny Machado. The Phillies decided to challenge it, and they got the call overturned. It had to be an excruciating wait for Brandon.
Yeah.
As he knew that you just can't make that out there at third base, obviously. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, and it's down low. Brandon wrongly assumed that Jackson Merrill would be throwing to second, which is the right baseball play. He should have thrown to second base to stop the tying run from getting into scoring position, but he threw to third instead.
He forgot that players don't think that way today.
Here's the wind and the 2-2. And a swing at a ground ball, weakly hit to first. Up with it is a rise. He'll flip it to Cease, and there is out number one. It also was pretty remarkable that the Padres did nothing to hold Trey Turner at first base after that, allowing Turner to take second, which
was indifference.
I mean, they credited him with a stolen base, which I find fascinating.
The definition of indifference is exactly what they did, but somehow it got overturned or overruled.
Here is Trey Turner, and the pitch to Turner is taken for a breaking ball down low. It turned out it was Trey's 300th career stolen base. It was definite indifference on the part of everybody except Xander Bogaerts. He looked quite upset that the Padres weren't holding him. 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball down low. He's out at second base, his hands in the air, looking in at the dugout. What are we doing? That's the tying run. We have to stop him from walking to second base.
And then he put his arms down when he looked in the dugout, and they were doing the same thing. I don't know what we're doing.
Here's the 2-0. Turner takes. That's a called strike. Two balls, one strike. And here's the pitch to Turner. Swung on, popped up. This is out into right center. Drifting over is Merrill. He's calling, and the center fielder makes the catch.
I wonder if Dylan Cease, maybe he just doesn't have any confidence in where he's throwing his fastball. Because if you're throwing 98, but you throw more breaking balls than fastballs.
Yeah, you had a reason to throw all those breaking balls.
I didn't have anything else.
Right.
I didn't have a choice. But 97, 98 can consistently.
Here is Kyle Schwarber, and the pitch. It's fastball up and away. Last year, for the second time, Dylan Cease winning 14 games. He also did it in 2022 with the White Sox. He went 14-8, had a 2.20 earned run average that season. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He finished second in the Cy Young voting that year. And last year, finished fourth in the National League Cy Young race. The kind of year he had his first year in San Diego. Here's the 1-1 to Schwarber. And he takes. That's down and in. Made 33 starts last year, second time in his career. It's 4 straight years of 32 or more starts for Dylan Cease. And he's headed that direction again, as tonight is his 18th start of the season for San Diego. The 2-1 to Schwarber. Swung on, popped up a mile high. Backing out Bogaerts, the shortstop, backpedaling into shallow left center. And he'll make the catch. And the side is retired. A 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Cease. Pitcher's duel in progress. We're through 3 innings tonight. Still no score.
The Working Families of La Una Labor District Council.
Deli, sandwich shop, supermarket, and exclusively in Citizens Bank Park. Lissio's Bakery. It all starts with the bread, and proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's go, Phils.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. 94 WIP.
Go to the fourth. It's the RAV4 inning presented by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2025 RAV4 today. Toyota. Let's go, Phils. Top of the order for San Diego here against Christopher Sanchez. His first pitch to Fernando Tatis. Big hopper towards third. Charging Bohm. He gloves it, transfers, throws to first, and he didn't get him. Oh. And it's going to be an infield hit.
So he can run.
Apparently so.
Okay. All right, that explains it.
Beats out an infield hit.
No,
it doesn't
he's got
explain
a chance
anything.
for a hit, then he'll really bust it. But if it looks like it might be a routine play, then he's just going to jog down to third because he's a team player. No excuse.
So there's the first hit of the game for the Padres tonight. And here is Jackson Merrill. A look over at first. Tatis going. Sanchez throws to first. Now Kemp down to second, and the ball gets by Turner, who falls down and looks a little bit hurt at second base. I'm not sure what happened to Trey, but he's doubled over at second base right now as Tatis gets up and heads to third. Turner now up on his feet. And I don't know if it was his knee or something. It's going to be an E3 on Otto Kemp. Stolen base, and like Tatis sliding into his foot kind of knocked Trey's foot out of the way.
He just
got him on the ankle with the spike. He spiked Trey in the ankle.
Trey. I mean, the ball, I don't know.
So Kemp with his second error. And the Phillies are going to play the infield in here. Merrill waiting on the pitch. Here it comes, and it's a fastball. Misses outside for ball one. Tatis sliding into second. His foot hit the bag, but then popped up over the bag and caught the shin of Trey Turner, the left shin. The 1-0. And a breaking ball. He lays off. 2-0 count. So an infield hit, a stolen base, a throwing error, and the Padres a chance to get on the board first. Sanchez at the belt, delivers. And the pitch swung on, bounced right side, diving Stott, can't get it. It's a base hit. In to score is Tatis, and the Phillies trying to play the infield end, prevent the run, unable to do so, and Merrill gets the RBI single to make it 1-0.
That's one of the things, the chances you take playing infield in, you also take a chance on having a big inning. That's a routine ground ball and out. But I think Rob Thompson probably thinking, hey, this guy gets a lot of ground balls. He's not going to have a big inning. So let's take our chances.
Here's Manny Machado, and he takes the first pitch down and in. Is blocked by Marchand. Machado hit a ball to the wall in center his first time up, and it did appear that Brandon Marsh may be taking a home run away. Had he not been there, it didn't require a leaping grab, but had he not been there, that ball likely would have been over the wall. Dead center.
Yep.
The 1-0. Swinging a ground ball to second, could be two. Stott to Turner, one on to first, double play.
And there's
just
that ground
like you
ball.
said, yep. Phillies turn 2 on Machado. So 2 gone, here's a rise. 1-0 Padres. And the pitch to Luis Ariz is a fastball that just misses outside. Ariz grounded to second his first time up. He's now 0 for 7 against Christopher in his career. Here's the 1-0. And that bounces in there. Two 2-0 count. Outfield shaded the other way against Ariz. Marsh over to left center. The pitch slapped down the left field line. That's going to be foul. Ricochets off the stands and goes way out into shallow left field. Kyle Schwarber will chase that one down. Ariz now 3-time batting champ. 3-time All-Star. Here's the 2-1. Ground ball hit to third. Bohm scoops it. Shuffles his feet, throws to first. Side's retired, but the Padres get on the board. 1 run in the inning on 2 hits. There was 1 error and nobody left, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 1-0 San Diego.
We wanted to introduce something new. And then working in some of our past and what the past can look like in the future. I think our players absolutely love it, and our fans, we think they'll learn to love it, especially if you can win in it. You know, that kind of solves everything.
At PGW, delivering clean, reliable natural gas to Philadelphia homes and businesses safely is our top priority. If you smell gas, call 215-235-1212. PGW, fueling the future.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Right. Boston meets Philadelphia for an interleague matchup when the Phils host the Red Sox Monday, July 21st, Tuesday the 22nd at 6:45, both those. Wednesday the 23rd at 7:05. Grab tickets today at Phillies.com.
Alec Boehm, the batter, takes up high for ball 1. Want to know the count? This is the Rab fourth inning presented by Toyota.
It's about time.
Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2025 Rab Ford today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Phillies down 1-0. And Dylan Cease kicks and deals, and the pitch swung on, fouled back and out of play. Were you worried I wasn't going to read it?
I wasn't sure.
Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, a little jam shot back up the middle. There's a base hit. Alec Boehm with a hit in 5 straight once again after a little bit of a lull there for him. So he's on with nobody out. Castellanos coming up, and we'll pause for station identification here on the Philadelphia Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey Sports Station.
With Larry Anderson, I'm Scott Fransky with you from Citizens Bank Park on this Wednesday night. First pitch to Nick Castellanos. Misses outside with a slider, does Dylan Cease. 1-0 the count. It's the makeup from last night's rain out. The pitch. Down and away. Phillies trying to get the doubleheader split and win the series here with the Padres. Padres and everyone else fading in the National League West.
Turning his what?
What was that? The 2-0 pitch. And that's a strike called over the outside
He must
corner.
have been listening to us.
Did he mean to turn on his microphone? Was he trying to tell us something?
He's still trying.
I think he's butt dialing. Here's the 2-1, and that's outside. He's got a little pocket dial going on right now.
Yeah, he does.
Just
what are you trying to say, Bill?
Three and one to Castellanos with a man on. Cease out of the stretch. Kicks and delivers, and the pitch swung on, tapped off the end of the bat. In to get it is Cease. He'll flip it to first. He throws high, but Arise brings it down. And there is out number one. He moves the runner along.
That right there has kind of got to let you know. You put a bunt down, go hard, got a chance he'll throw it away. Not real comfortable throwing there.
There's Max Kepler with a runner in scoring position, trying to get this game tied up. Had a base hit his first time up. Cease checks second, and the pitch. Kepler takes a fastball. That's outer third for a called strike. Padres start the night 7.5 back in the West. They're in second place as the Dodgers starting to leave everybody in the dust out west. They're 54-32 now. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, popped foul, out of play.
I mean, the Giants were in first for a bit. San Diego might have been in second. I don't know if the Dodgers were ever in third, but it might have been. They went through a stretch where they did not play well.
Giants have lost 4 in a row going into tonight. And they're just 4 games over 500 now. The 0-2 on the way, and it's very high to Kepler. Both teams still very much in the thick of the wild card race. Right now, the Padres would be the third wild card in the National League, leading by a half game over St. Louis. The 1-2 pitch. Kepler pops it up, and back behind the plate goes Maldonado nearing the screen. He does not have a play.
You realize that Pittsburgh got swept? I mean, St. Louis got swept by Pittsburgh.
Everybody gets swept by Pittsburgh. How are they in last place?
And didn't give up a run. St. Louis didn't score a run in the series.
Wow. Hey, been there.
They got some arms. Yeah. Well, they have some arms.
You didn't go to Houston.
No. It's too hot.
1-2 on Kepler. With a runner at second, a look back now, the pitch. It's outside. Still some very nice photos of you on the wall there in Houston, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, those old 80s Astros team photos.
Still black and white?
No, they're color. All those rainbow uniforms, full color.
One of my favorites.
2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air, deep right field. Tatis looking up, and that ball is gone. Max Kepler with a towering 2-run home run to right field, and the Phillies are in front 2-1.
I'm pretty sure he knew it was gone because he hit it and stood there and watched it for a second. Kudos to him. Once he saw it go in, he took off and ran the bases like normal. That was crushed. Nicely done.
4th career homer for Max Kepler off of Dylan Cease.
He's getting pitches like that. I can see why he hit so many home runs off him.
Here's Otto Kemp. Phillies have the lead at 2-1. Here's the pitch. And Kemp, a swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-1 pitch. Kemp swings and hammers one to center. There's a base hit right back through the box, and Kemp 2 for 2.
All right.
Kepler now with more homers off of Dylan Cease than anybody else. He had been tied with Shohei Ohtani and Francisco Lindor.
Well, bring home the best bobble in baseball on another City Connect Friday when all fans take home a Pico JT Remuto bobble figurine on Friday, July 18th at 6:45 when the Phils host the Angels. Purchase tickets at Phillies.com.
Well, Ruben Neibla, the pitching coach of the Padres, is going to go to the mound and chat with Dylan Cease as Bryson Stott gets ready to hit.
I think he's probably saying, hey, don't give up another one of those long home runs.
Yeah, please don't. Stott, who popped out to short his first time up. He is hitless so far in the series, 0 for 8. Outfield plays him the other way. Cease comes set, turns, just lobs over to first, and Kemp dives back in. 2-1, Phillies lead it. They've out-hit the Padres 5-2. The stretch. And the pitch. That's taken, and it's called strike. Fastball in the inside corner. Padres acquired Dylan Cease right at the end of spring training last year. The pitch swung on, popped up. Center field, coming on for it is Jackson Merrill. He's under it, and he'll make the catch. 2 down, and here is Rafael Marchand. He was traded in exchange for 4 players. Was Dylan Cease. In the middle of spring training last year, and I'm sure he was okay missing out on the year the White Sox had, going 41 and 121. Here's Marchand with 2 outs and a man at first and a swing and a miss. Perhaps they wouldn't have been quite as bad had Dylan Cease remained in their rotation.
Real.
Marchand grounded out his first time up. The pitch swung on, fouled away to the left side. Oh, 2 on Marchand. Phillies gave JT Realmuto the choice which game he wanted to catch, and he wanted to do the day game. Here's a throw over to first, and Kemp dives back in. Rob Thompson said that it was brutally hot down at field level during the game today. The stretch and the 0-2. It's up high. Snap throw back to first by Maldonado, but back easily is Otto Kemp.
I mean, you're just taking chances on throwing the ball away. The more you attempt pit plays like that, the more chance you have of throwing it away. And I mean, if it's not even going to be close, what's the sense of throwing?
1 ball, 2 strikes, and a pitch. That's in the dirt. It's stopped by Maldonado. Two balls, 2 strikes. Right-hander stretches, comes set at the belt, and the pitch. Swung on, fouled away again. When they made that trade, the Padres had already broken camp in Arizona because they were headed to South Korea for the Seoul series. And Cease had just hours to pack up for the White Sox, find his passport, and somehow join the Padres in Korea. The pitch is up high.
Never know when you're going to need that passport.
Yeah.
Got to keep it up to date.
Well, the count full, and a rise at first base will move behind Otto Kemp. And he'll be off with the pitch. The right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Runner going. The pitch is hit in the air. Center field. Merrill coming in and over. He's under it, and he'll make the catch. And that will end the frame. But the Phillies get the lead thanks to the 10th homer of the year for Max Kepler. A 2-run shot, 2 hits in the inning. Or 3 hits in the inning, rather, and 1 man left. And we'll go to the 5th. It's 2-1 Phillies.
Hey, Phillies fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket market.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yep.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
Nah, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
18th when the Phillies take on the Angels.
Or WIP.
Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com for your Phillies gear and today's special offer.
Well, the Phillies have a 2-1 lead. Did not lead at any point in the first game today. Won by the Padres 6-4. And Xander Bogaerts will lead off for San Diego. Bogaerts, Sheets, and Iglesias as the first pitch is down and in. The pitch. And there's a strike on the inside corner. 1-1 the count to Bogaerts in his third year with San Diego. Wind up in the 1-1. And that's down low. And it has not been a successful run as yet for Bogaerts after signing that big contract, leaving Boston, where he was a 4-time All-Star. 2-1. Way inside. It's 3-1. Did hit 285 his first year with 19 homers. Last year, 264 with just 11 homers and only 15 doubles. He was kind of a 30 to 40 double machine for a while. The pitch and a swing and a ground ball foul. He had as many as 52 doubles in 2019 playing for Boston. Which is probably his best year on the books. There's the windup in the 3-2 pitch to Bogaerts. Swung on, looped into left. That's a base hit. Kind of got it off the end of the bat, but got a 3-2 slider. And he pulls it into left field. Don't often see Sanchez go to his third pitch on 3-2, but good right there.
I don't know if he shook to it or if he just went with what Marchand called, but I don't understand it.
There's Gavin Sheets, who grounded out to first his first time up. The pitch. And that's a breaking ball for a strike called on the outside corner. Bogaerts running a little bit here with the Padres, something he rarely did with Boston, except early in his career, but he's got 13 steals and 14 tries. 0-1. Swung on, ripped foul. Out in front of that, down the first base line. Well, we're right at that score, Larry, 2-1. 3 of his last 4 starts have finished with a 2-1 final. Sanchez. The 0-2. And check swing. Pitch was low. No swings, says the third base umpire. Turner shaded a few steps towards the middle. Well off the line at third is Bohm. And time called. Left-hander looks over at first base. And the pitch. Swinging a bouncer foul again, first base side.
Well, he's already thrown more pitches this inning than he has any other inning. 10 is the most he had thrown before this inning.
Wow.
5, 9, 10, and 9.
1-2. Ground ball, weakly hit to short. Turner waiting on it, has it, flips to Stock for 1. Throw to first, not in time.
What was that?
I don't think it was hit hard enough. That thing was.
I don't know if Stock thought Turner was going to take it himself or. I know the ball wasn't hit well. It had some crazy spin on it.
I think Stott just had so far to go getting to the bag. I think maybe he was in not the best position to turn and throw.
Guess not.
As the pitch is in there for a called strike to Iglesias. 0-1 the count. It's 2-1. Phillies in front. Double play depth again for the Phils on the infield. They've turned one already behind Sanchez. The pitch. Ground ball deep third. Diving Bohm. It's off his glove. Trickles into foul territory. He saved extra bases with laying out for that, but couldn't come up with it cleanly. And that'll be a base hit for Iglesias. Sheets stopped at second.
Not much to do with that.
That brings up the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth, who grounded out to first his first time up. Sanchez with a pitch. Fastball, that's in for a strike. Right down the middle at 97. Cronenworth with a 200-point increase in OPS when facing righties as opposed to lefties. The 0-1. And a breaking ball strike call. Definitely a split advantage here for Sanchez against Cronenworth.
Yep.
Gets Cronenworth down to the count. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Just missed. Down and away with a slider.
How does he not swing at that?
Figured out it wasn't going to hit it.
I guess. And he's not going to call it. Man.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with that swing and a miss, and Cronenworth down on strikes. He flails at the changeup.
Just the second strikeout for Sanchi.
Going to bring up the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
It's still, what, 2 outs here in the 5th? And he's at 50 pitches. Tremendous.
Pitch to Maldonado, and that is a little bit wide, ball 1. He's allowed one fly ball. I mean, Bogarts was kind of a looping line drive into left. It was a base hit to the outfield, but Iglesias was a ground ball. Merrill was a ground ball. Tatis a ground ball, all those hits. Here's a swing and a miss.
Machado in the 1st.
That's really it.
Yep.
Everything else has been grounders. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a 1-run lead for the Phils here in the 5th. Sanchez ready at the belt. Checks second. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Another changeup.
You could throw a few of these starters in there and be like, have an argument for the All-Star game.
Absolutely. Sanchez ready. And the 1-2. Check swing. The pitch a little bit low. A 4th straight changeup there to Maldonado. Will he make it 5 in a row? 2-2. He checks second. Long set, the pitch. And that fastball is just off the plate away. And so the count is now full. That will give the runners the jump. With the count at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sheets at second, Iglesias at first. The left-hander is ready. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Change-up. Put him away. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sanchez. That's 3 in the game, and the Padres done in the 5th. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-1 Phillies.
Hey, y'all, do your thing. DIY's the American dream. Doing some construction.
Boomer is the dog. Does he look good? And just follow this pitcher all the way. And there he is. Who was that?
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem.
You can't leave.
Is hard at work rebuilding our infrastructure, whether it's transportation, water, or energy projects. ELEC and the operating engineers, 825, are ready to get to work building our bounce back.
Phillies baseball, Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Time for the Citizen Stats leader. Last night, Edward Cabrera of Miami went 7 shutout innings and allowed just 2 hits as Miami ended up beating Minnesota 2-0 and run their winning streak to 8 games. They're now in 3rd place in our division. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
Yeah, jumped a half game in front of the Braves, and Brandon Marsh leading off here, bunts it foul over at third base.
Machado playing it like a regular shortstop position, so he's got the whole left side, and we've seen Cease pick up a ball and throw it to first, not real comfortably.
You mean Iglesias?
So, Iglesias, yeah.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. As this pitch hit in the air, deep center. Going back, Merrill to the track, at the wall. He won't catch it. As it's well into the hedges, Brandon Marsh, dead center field, has homered. And it's 3-1 Phillies. 3rd of the year for Marsh. And what a transformation for Brandon Marsh from the first month to now.
You talk about a smart player. Now, putting down a bunt, going with the bunt the first pitch to bring the outfielder in a little closer towards him so he can't make a jump over the fence and take a home run away. Wow.
There was no leaping grab to be had there for Jackson Merrill as Trey Turner takes a little bit wide for ball 1.
Boy, he smoked that ball. Man.
One ball and no strikes. Turner 0 for 2 in this one. Here's the pitch. And it's a fastball that misses outside. 2-0 the count.
105 off the bat is all. That would be more than that. 418 feet.
2-0. And this is fouled back over the screen.
That was Marsh, not Machado.
Or Marchand.
Or Marchand.
Or Marchanato. What do you got going on in your scorebook there?
Well, I was going with Machado, but that's for them, hitting 9th.
You had Machado hitting 9th for the Padres.
Yeah.
The 2-1 pitch. That's up and in.
And we got Marchand catching, Marsh hitting 9th, and they've got Machado at 3rd.
And Maldonado catching.
But I decided to go with Machado. That oxygen's doing something to me.
Here's the windup in the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, fastball up over the letters. And Turner really chased that time. It's 3-2.
You see him do that every now and then. He'll go after one of those up there.
Count full. Cease kicks the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball towards third. Iglesias charges, gloves it, throws on the run to first. It's late. It's an infield hit for Trey Turner.
I don't even think Machado could make that play. It was a heck of a play, both sides by Arise, keeping it in front of him at first or making a catch. And a nice play by Iglesias, getting rid of it as quick as he can, but just wasn't hit hard enough with Turner's speed. He beats it out.
Here's Schwarber. Kyle 0 for 2 tonight. And Cease delivers in the pitch. Popped in the air, left side. Long run Iglesias into foul territory, nearing the tarp. Slides, backhand. Oh, he caught it. He did catch it. Turner wisely tagging and going to second base. What a catch by Iglesias. I think it hit the leather, and then he kind of swiped at it at a second try, and he made the play.
He made it a little tougher on himself because he didn't go hard for it at first. I think he didn't think it had any chance of staying in the park, and all of a sudden he gets halfway there and then turns it on and gets it right in the tip of his webbing. I mean, half the ball was sticking out of his glove. Oh, what a play.
That really was a terrific play. And heads-up base running by Trey Turner, using that pop-out to advance into scoring position. Here's Bohm. And Cease will turn and look at second. I mean, right at the edge of the glove, and a full slide, feet first towards the tarp, back to the infield, and a backhanded catch. Here's the pitch. Bohm takes, that's down and away.
That really
had
is
a single and scored his last time up.
Heads up by Trey, going back to the bag there.
1-0. And that's in there for a strike called.
A lot of times on something like that, you'll see the base runner just kind of watching, seeing if he's going to make the play, but not even thinking about tagging up there.
He knew if he leaves his feet like he had to go into that slide, he's going to have no chance to get up and make a play to throw him out. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, line to center, and Merrill coming over. He's going to make the catch. And Turner has to stay put at second.
The other thing on that ball, you can go halfway. You can tag up and take off. If he does get rid of it, you got plenty of time to go back. He's not going to get a whole lot on the throw, but if you see it coming there, it's going to beat you. You can go back, and really no reason to do anything but tag up, I guess.
Now Castellanos, Phillies trying to add to their 3-1 lead here. They've got a man at second, 2 down. Castellanos 0 for 2. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. Boy, slider first pitch, but
not going to get a better one than that to hit, that's for sure. I mean, that was top of the thigh, right in the middle of the plate, kind of spinning up there like a frisbee.
The 0-1. Fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. The crowd has filled in really nicely here. Noticed when the anthem was happening, people were still finding their way into the stadium for sure. 0-2 the count. 2 looks to second, the pitch. It's in the dirt.
Nice job by all the workers and all the volunteers, too, to get this place cleaned up after that first game and get it ready for another one, including the Little Murph.
Little Murph was out cleaning the stadium?
Yep.
What was Big Murph doing?
What do you think? Eating?
1-2. Way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Turner leading away at second base. Cease ready. Checks back at second. And the 2-2. Swing and a foul. You got a piece of it.
Tell you what, he can chase some pitches off the plate and down. And oftentimes get a piece of it. Stays alive. No reason to throw it much closer than that, though.
2-2. Poked into right. It's falling. It's going to drop. It's a base hit. Coming around to score is Turner, and Nick Castellanos, a hard-earned RBI single to right. And he does increase the Phillies' lead. It's 4-1.
They made it a little closer on that one and didn't need to. Nick Castellanos makes him pay. Great at bat.
Now to bring up Max Kepler, who homered his last time up. And time called as the plate umpire says Dylan Cease needs to make eye contact there with Max Kepler as he steps in the box. Talking about Trey Turner, he was a little bit upset during an at-bat against Nick Pivetta in game 1. The pitch. Kepler swings. Boy, he had a rip, and he fouls it straight back. He felt like Pivetta didn't come to a complete stop. He thought a balk should have been called. It was in that bat in which he struck out early in the game. Kepler 2 hits tonight. He's got a single and a homer.
Expecting an awful lot from these umpires.
I think we got a tennis team in here. What do you think?
Tennis?
Here's the 0-1.
It's like the Globetrotters.
Some tall kids.
It's hurting my neck.
I haven't seen you have to look up like this since you were sitting next to Charlie Kerfeld in the team picture in Houston.
Oh, yeah, look like a midget.
1-1, and that's up high. 2-1 the count. 4-1, Phillies lead it here over the Padres. We're in the bottom of the 5th. The stretch. And the 2-1 pitch. It's fouled back and out of play. Oh, nice catch, gentleman down here to our left.
Thank you.
Wasn't you.
You said gentleman.
He's got an ice cream cup in his left hand, and then he caught it with his right. And he's looking for a young fan to
looking for his little baby.
Cease, ready again, the 2-2. Kepler shoots it foul out of play left side. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dylan Cease is at 88 pitches here in the 5th inning.
That's 23 pitches so far he's thrown this inning.
Long set. And again the 2-2. Fouled back. Well, Kepler's right on him. Fouled that straight back. A little bit of a high fastball there. Castellanos over at first base with the 8th hit of the night for the Phils.
Those numbers that Kepler has on him, you would think that he would see maybe a fastball in.
Make him uncomfortable?
You would think.
The 2-2. And it's down low. Off speed there. Now the count's full, and Castellanos will be off and running. Iglesias right in the shortstop spot. And Bogarts is flirting with that center line on the diamond in terms of an overshift violation. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Arise backs up behind Castellanos. He's going. The pitch swung on and missed. He got him with a slider in the dirt. And Kepler goes down on strikes for the final out. Phillies get 2 runs in the inning. They do it with 3 hits. And they leave a man aboard. We're going to the 6th inning tonight, and the Phillies lead this one 4-1.
Hi, welcome to CP Rankin Commercial Roof Management and Contracting. Can I help you?
Yes.
South side of Chicago, where are you at? This was the first time I got traded, but I was so excited to wear these pinstripes and be a South side of Chicago boy. This jersey right here is an all-star jersey. You can see on the back the all-stars and the all-star patch there. Being an all-star and being who I was called over there to be was something I was real proud of.
Biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, you know, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted .406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
You've guessed all the right Chevy clues. Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Don't miss out on a hot ticket. The Nelly postgame kites.
The Phillies play here. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Larry, they're not really a tennis team. I was joking. They're all 9 feet tall.
That's what I thought. I didn't realize they played tennis that tall.
It was the Drexel basketball team.
Now it makes
Fernando
sense.
Tatis. And he takes down an in-ball one. It's 4-1 here in the 6th inning. Phillies leading it. We get the break, and Larry's meeting these kids. He says, so you play tennis, huh?
Doubles or singles?
They're like, what? Fastball in for a strike. It's 1-1. Tatis had an infield hit his last time up. It's a second on a steal, third on an error, and scored on a ground ball single by Merrill. The pitch, swing and a miss. Awkward cut there by Tatis. Had a changeup. Not the big strikeout totals for Sanchez tonight, but this is not a team with high strikeout totals in general. Here's the windup in the 1-2. Swing and a miss.
Speaking of strikeouts,
it's 3 in a row now for Sanchez. 4 for the game, and here's Jackson Merrill. Sanchez coming off a game in which he struck out 11. Merrill 1 for 2, had the RBI single in the 4th. And the pitch, fastball, that's a called strike. Phillies kind of took a shot at it with Merrill at the plate and a runner at third and nobody out. They brought the infield in. It would have been a routine ground out, still would have scored the run. But it would not have been a hit for Merrill had they played back. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to second. Easy play for Stott. And he'll flip it to first. Merrill retired.
all right. 2 up, 2 down. Tell you what, Sanchez has not had to work real hard to this point.
Sanchez right now coming into this game, 7 consecutive starts of 2 earned runs or less. The pitch is down and in to Machado. Left-hander warming up for the Padres in their pen, the 1-0. That's in there for a called strike. I mean, Sanchez was the pitcher of the month in the National League. You remember last June when he had a 1.64 ERA. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, popped up. And out into shallow right goes Stott. He's under it. He's called off now by Kepler, who will make the catch. And the side is retired. His 1.85 ERA this June wasn't too shabby either.
Really?
And starting July in pretty good shape. 6 innings for Sanchez.
The name of the business is Legacy Catering. We all were talking about how Mom taught us all how to cook. She was a cook at the public school system for ages. So we all started cooking with her, so we decided, to do the business, so we went to figure out what we're going to call it. So we said, let's cook in honor of, our mother. So that's what Legacy came in. And just remember that Legacy Catering is about people. And this is what barbecuing is all about. And this is why we love it.
Day service and fix it now and pay overtime solution. Solutions. Meineke, doing car care right.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Lysio's Bakery, available at your favorite deli, sandwich shop, supermarket, and exclusively in Citizens Bank Park. Lysio's Bakery. It all starts with the bread, and proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's go, Phils.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball, 94 WIP.
Dylan Cease back out to face Otto Kemp starting the bottom of the sixth. First pitch, a slider in for a strike. It's 0-1. Otto is 2 for 2 today. 4-1, Phillies lead it. Here's the pitch. Swing at a bouncer, foul, third base side. And it's quickly 0-2. Yuki Matsui is warming up in the pen. He's a left-hander for San Diego. Lefty switch hitter lefty to up here after Otto Kemp. Cease at 93 pitches right now. Here's a windup, and the 0-2 breaking ball. That's in there for a called third strike. Top of the zone, got him looking. And there's a strikeout for Dylan Cease. Christopher Sanchez right now at a unbelievable 65 pitches so far through 6 innings work. Pretty nifty.
Really?
Here's Stott, who's 0 for 2. 2 pop-ups tonight. And the pitch. Fastball, that's a strike called. Elsewhere tonight, Mets lead Milwaukee 4-0, bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, 2 outs in the inning, then 2 walks, a single, and a grand slam. It's against that rookie.
The pitch, and that's outside. Brandon Nimmo with the slam.
Yep.
It's a bullpen game tonight for the Mets. In the second game of that twin bill, Brewers won the first one, 7-2. Here's the 1-1. Stott swings, grounds it right side, diving Arise. He's got it from his knees, throws back to Cease at first, and he gets the out there. Arise with a terrific play laying out, and a perfect strike throw to Dylan Cease. Arise a little slow to get up, and he's kind of favoring his left shoulder, or right shoulder, pardon me. And here is Rafael Marchand with 2 down. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Stott remains hitless in the series, 0 for 10 now. Marchand 0 for 2 tonight. Cease with the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Twilight starting to settle in as the lights begin to really take hold. Four to 1, Phillies in front. And the pitch. That's a little bit wide. Nationals lead Detroit 3-1, top of the 4th inning. Nats got roughed up in the first game of that doubleheader. Here's the 1-2. That's up and away. And Toronto hosting the Yankees this week. They're in the bottom of the second inning in Toronto, and the Jays are leading that game 7-0.
Wow.
And if they win that, they'll be in a tie with the Yankees atop the East. Here's the 2-2. It's fouled back.
Was it 12-5 last night? Beating up on them today.
Jays going for their 4th win in a row. And they would be in a dead heat with the Yanks if they win tonight. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. And there's a 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Cease. Phillies go in order, and we go to the 7th. Phillies 4 and the Padres 1.
DQ presents How to Make Your Summer Take Flight.
these designs, I wanted to bring out the Old English letter font, but add a twist to it. This is one I've developed over the years and used on a lot of tattoos. You could tell a sign painter or a lettering person by their numbers. That reveals a lot about them. It's an honor to design for the Dodgers. It's almost gone beyond sports, even into fashion. People wear LA caps all over the world.
On the beach with the Philadelphia Water Ice Fanatic Beach Towel. Get yours on Sunday, July 6th at 1:35 when the Phillies play the Reds. Order tickets now at Phillies.com.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Chick-fil-A nugget of the game, July 2nd, 1993, in a memorable 12-hour, 5-minute doubleheader against the San Diego Padres. Left-handed pitcher Mitchie Pooh Williams, RBI single off Trevor Hoffman in the 10th inning, gives the Phils a 6-5 victory in the second game, which ends at 4:40 a.m. No big league game ever finished that late before. After 3 rain delays totaling nearly 6 hours, the first game had ended at 1 a.m. with the Padres winning 5-2.
Luis Ariz leading off, takes the first pitch a little bit high. And I quote, "That was definitely the best stuff I've ever had at 3 a.m. In fact, it might be the best stuff I've ever had. I'm going to have to try to get some clout with the scheduling committee, see if they can schedule some more midnight doubleheaders." End quote.
Who was that?
Larry Anderson.
Really? Most of the guys at that time said we do our best work then.
2-0 pitch. And there's a strike called.
But it was amazing. There were more people in the stands for the end of the second game than there were at the end of the first game.
That's truly amazing. 2-1 the count. And the pitch. Line to left and backing up Schwarber. 2 steps, he'll make the catch. His only chance tonight. Handles it no problem. There's 1 away. Bars closed, and they decided to come here.
Piled in.
At the bat.
And you could hear them all, and they were loud.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts 1 for 2 tonight. Phillies leading it 4-1 here in the 7th inning, the pitch. And that's a fastball for a strike. The bottom of the 6th inning brings a little test of the fireworks after the frame ends. You might have heard that as we were going to break.
Yeah.
I'm glad you heard it because you can't really see it. There's a swing and a bouncer towards short. Turner's got it. Long throw, but it's in time. Bogaerts retired for the second out. I mean, Christopher Sanchez just making such quick work of the Padres. That's kind of the way it goes.
Yeah, had the schedulers thought about who was pitching, they would have said, let's have Sanji go in the first game because there's a chance this could be over real quick.
Sanchez chose the night game. He was given the choice. Normally he's on the other end of that, or has been, but
right.
Paired up on the same day as the rookie McAble. So it was Chris's turn to make the choice. Here's Gavin Sheets, and he takes a fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. 72 pitches, 22 balls, and 50 strikes.
That's ridiculously good.
There's the 0-1. Swung on, fouled back.
It's better than anything. Just 73 pitches now with 2 outs in the 7th. Or in the 6th, I'm sorry. It's remarkable.
Or the 7th.
It's in the 7th. 5 and 2 is 7, Murph. Just like you have on your fingers that you showed me.
0-2. Breaking ball misses a little bit low.
Little help.
The struggle is real.
Yes, it is. I'm on a struggle bus.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Gavin Sheets. 2 ground outs tonight. Here's the pitch. Grounds right side. That's going to get through. 3-hopper through the infield. Again, we've had basically Machado has hit 2 balls to the outfield. Ariz line 1 to left for an out. But almost everything's been on the ground. Bogarts had a low line drive single into left field. Here's Jose Iglesias. He had an infield hit his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Padres down 4-1 here in the 7th. Sanchez ready with 2 outs, delivers. And Iglesias takes down and in. And he's been a bit of a thorn in the side of Sanchez going back to last season. As Iglesias now 4 hits in 8 at-bats off him, including a double and a homer. Sanchez the 1-0. And that one is in for a called strike.
You stay right there. He's not going to do a whole lot with it.
One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball just foul past third.
Not really fooled on the changeup by Sanchez. He's out front a hair of that, but not much.
Count. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the lefty deals. And the pitch, ground ball, third base, again just foul. Rolls it down the line. The count 1-2. Sanchez stretches. He kicks in the pitch. Fouled away on the first base side. And the at-bat continues here. Iglesias still at 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And it's poked down the right side. It's slicing. It's foul deep in the corner. And, bidding for an extra base hit. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. And it's down low. Two balls, 2 strikes. And again, another changeup he really doesn't even flinch at. He must see that pretty well.
First pitch of the at-bat was a sinker that missed inside. Every other pitch has been away. Outer third of the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fouled off into his own dugout. That one he came in with. And he really hooked that one into the dugout.
Come in with the fastball in there off the plate.
Two. And it's hooked down the line and left. That's, guess what? Foul. Another changeup. So slider in, he pulls it into the dugout. Changeup in, he fouls it down the line. If he goes to the fastball here on pitch number 10 of the at-bat.
Coming in.
The pitch.
Yeah.
It's a called third strike inside corner. Iglesias doesn't agree, and neither did the box on television. But Roberto Ortiz rings him up, and that ends the battle. And the side's retired. No runs on a hit, 1 left. It's stretch time. Phillies lead the Padres 4-1.
When you get a
Are flying in for some summer weekend fun to match up against the Phils on Friday, July 18th at 6:45, Saturday, July 19th at 6:05, and Sunday, July 20th at 1:35. Get tickets at Phillies.com.
The home of the Phillies, 94 WIP.
Time for the PGW game summary. Well, the Phillies are doing pretty well in this one, although they got behind 1-0 in the fourth inning, but they came back with two of their own in the bottom of the fourth. A two-run home run by Kepler, his 10th on the year. Next inning, a leadoff home run by Brandon Marsh, his third of the year. A solo shot to dead center, and then an RBI single by Castellanos makes it a 4-1 game. Sanchez has been outstanding. He's at 85 pitches through 7 innings. Phillies lead this one 4-1 going to the 7th.
And it looks like he might be done as they're getting the bullpen started. Brandon Marsh leading off. It's 4-1 Phillies, and a new pitcher for the Padres, left-hander Yuki Matsui. And his first pitch to Marsh is down low for ball 1. Matsui in his second year with San Diego after signing a 5-year deal. Coming over from Japan, he's 29 years of age. The pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left center. Easy play with Sheets and Merrill both there. Sheets will make the call and the catch, one away. Marsh 1 for 3 tonight, had a home run in the 5th. If he is done, Christopher Sanchez, his last 5 starts now, or pardon me, his last 4 starts, it would be with the, what's he got, 4 strikeouts, 5 tonight?
Sanchez has 5.
As the pitch is a called strike, it would be 25 strikeouts and 0 walks over the last 4 outings. 0-1 to Turner, and Matsui kicks and deals, and the pitch is taken down low.
The other thing you were talking about is how many he's had 5 10-pitch or less innings. And that last at bat to Iglesias was a 10-pitch at bat.
5 times he went an inning on 10 pitches or less tonight. The 1-1 pitch. Turner yanks it deep, but foul out of play left side. Phillies look like they have both Kerkering and now Joe Ross both up in the pen. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and Turner strikes out. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey Sports Station.
With Larry Anderson, I'm Scott Fransky with you from Citizens Bank Park on this Wednesday night. A doubleheader day. Phillies looking for the split. They've got a 4-1 lead over the Padres, as Matsui delivers to Schwarber, and he swings and fouls one off. Tom Kelly, our engineer, in the booth, working both ends of the double dip. And Wilson back in our studios. Oh, 0-1 the count. And the pitch. That's down and away. Matsui has a hesitation in his delivery, windup. He brings the right leg up and hangs there for a moment before delivering to the plate. Schwarber waiting on the 1-1, and it's on the way. Fastball, that misses outside. Schwarber 0 for 3 tonight, and now 1 for 11 in this 3-game set. The 2-1 pitch from Matsui. Missed outside, it's 3-1. Matsui last year, his first year with San Diego, 64 appearances, had a 3.73 ERA. His 3-1. Swing and a miss. Boy, big cut. So far this year, 473 earned run average. Count full on Schwarber with 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing at a foul tip, and Maldonado cannot hang on. Nor can Marcinado.
My dear and good
Marcinado.
friend Marcinado.
And Maldonado wants to go talk to Matsui.
And
reminds me of when
Iglesias wants to come in and talk to him too.
Reminds me of when you could not remember Ubaldo Jimenez, and you shortened it up to Ubaldez.
Ubaldez, yeah. Yes. With Colorado at the time, I think.
Yeah. Count full, and Matsui kicks and delivers to Schwarber, and the pitch is bounced foul, first base side. Still 3-2. Kyle with a home run earlier today against Nick Pivetta, his 26th of the season. Tied for 4th in baseball in that category. 3-2. And that bounces in front of the plate. Matsui fell down as he delivered.
Yeah, he did. He's still down on one knee, brushing himself off.
And they've got a right-hander getting loose, and Mike Schilt is going out to make a pitching change. Well, that'll help the fireworks, Larry.
Yeah.
Get a little bit darker here. They're going to pull Schwarber from the game as well, and Johan Rojas is going to pinch run over at first base. So we've got a pitching change here in the bottom of the 7th. It's brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Phillies ground crew. Back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
It's officially summertime. And
so first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
Industries. Fans, if you're headed to Citizens Bank Park to cheer on the Phillies, be sure to visit the CP Rankin Rooftop on Ashburn Alley for the best view in the ballpark. CP Rankin Roofing experts are a proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's go Phils!
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. 94 WIP.
To the 9th inning we go on this Wednesday night. Phillies open ahead to the off day with another series win. Remember, once upon a time, the Padres were 14-3 to start the season. Lost tonight. They'll be 32-37 since that start. Still very much in the playoff picture, but not where they once were. Luis Arraez leading off, takes up and in from Strom. And Matt Strom, who did get his 5th save of the season Sunday at Atlanta, not without some drama. The pitch swung on, hit in the air to left. Marsh coming in, he's waiting on it, and he's got it. There's an easy first out. Phillies, meanwhile, looking to put away their 51st win of the year. Xander Bogaerts coming up. Phillies looking to keep their 2-game advantage over the Mets going into the off day. Be back out here on Friday afternoon, July the 4th. And some good pitching for the Phils to face this weekend with the Reds. The pitch is up and away. Reds in Boston tonight. They trail 3-0 top of the 7th at Fenway. Strom ready. And his 1-0. Bogarts takes a strike. Strom comes set, he kicks, and the pitch. Tapped foul behind the plate. Won't be long before the Phillies see the Padres again. They will wrap up the first half of the schedule, the pre-All-Star schedule, in San Diego next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Strom gets ahead of the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bogarts. And the pitch fouled away. First base side. Bogarts with the single in this one. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yeah, he did. Ball in the dirt, and Bogarts backpedaling away from the tag by Marchand. He is out. Number 2.
All right.
And that'll bring up the left fielder, Gavin Sheets. As the last hope for San Diego. Strom trying for a nice, clean, easy ninth. The pitch. Fastball, a little bit wide.
Man. Split that line in half.
Next pitch, that misses outside. Two and 0. Strom delivers, and that's way outside. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Gavin Sheets 1 for 3 tonight, and now 1 for 12 in this series. Had to hit his last time up to snap his offer. Strom ready, and his 3-0 pitch. That's high, ball 4. He walks him on 4 pitches with 2 outs in the ninth.
Don't get it.
Brings to the plate Jose Iglesias. Christopher Sanchez again a story tonight. 4th start in a row that he's gone 6 or more innings with no walks allowed. The pitch. And that's in there for a called strike. It's a pretty small list of Phillies pitchers who have done that, believe it or not. There have only been 2 pitchers ever to do it 5 straight starts. Robin Roberts and Cliff Lee. But Sanchez will have a chance at that his next time out. The 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Those are cutters up high.
Padres down to their final strike as the count 0-2. Another 40,000 plus here today, 80,000 plus for the entire doubleheader. The pitch. Strike 3 called, got him looking, and the ball game is over. Phillies split the twin bill, and they win the series with San Diego, taking 2 out of 3 with a 5-1 win here tonight.
Everything starting with that starting pitcher, and that starting pitcher once again has been outstanding. I can't say enough about this rotation, where this club would be without him. Christopher Sanchez picks up his 7th